this video, I'm going to show you how to draw the arm anatomy. And please, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe and contribute to the channel. And so as you can see, we start with the basic. I've already drawn in the outline of the whole drawing, so I know where to place in the lines and where to add the striations or the details. So right now what I'm doing is I'm inputting the anatomy from which I've studied numerous artists like David Finch, Jim Lee, Glenn Fabry, which I just started studying now. So what I'm doing now, I'm showing that the light source is coming from upward. So that's why I'm going to shadow it in. And you can see I'm already inputting, using the shadow to show the muscle, how the muscle is being shown from this angle to that angle. So if a certain part of the muscle of the anatomy is away from the light, I'm going to shadow that part. So it's for you to also know how to shadow your drawing, especially when you input the anatomy. And so another thing is, as you can see, some of the shapes I'm putting in, it's not as if my anatomy is on point like that. Yes, I have the knowledge of the anatomy, but I'm also cheating it in a way that I'm just interconnecting lines to each other to make it look believable. That's another thing about comics. You're not supposed to make it accurate, you're supposed to make it believable. And now I'm on the other arm, I'm doing the same thing over there. This is another arm from the other angle, where maybe when the person is walking past you and you just see the whole side of the arm. So that's why I drew that there. I showed the that side of the arm. And again, I don't even know the names of the anatomy. I don't, but that's not the thing you should be focusing on. What you should be focusing on is knowing your anatomy, knowing how to shadow your anatomy, and knowing how to make it look believable, but also not take away from the drawing as a whole. So now what I'm doing here too, shadowing it in, and you can see that I put that vein in there. Like I said before, putting that believability there. Now what I try to do, I try to put in that line to just show that yes, this is a human being, a human arm, a comic book human arm. So now what I was trying to do, I've seen it numerous artists do it. David Finch does it, Poetry from Dr. Stone does it, Jim Lee does it. A lot of artists do it just to add that feeling that this drawing is alive. And I'm doing the arm from the back side of the arm. This was very tricky. This one I had to do a lot of study on this, because I noticed that I did not really study my back anatomy or any back side of the anatomy, both the arm and the leg. And so I had to do a lot of study on that, and it really helped, because now I could understand where the muscle shapes go, where the anatomy interconnected with each other, why this was here, why that was there. And so I did a lot of studies on, especially, you already know David Finch, I did a lot of study on Poetry, I did a lot of study on Jim Lee, on Glenn Fabry, on Greg Staples. So all this, you don't have to, sometimes I will tell you to read anatomy books, and I can recommend that. But also when you are able to do your research on the anatomy, read comics as a whole, study comics, you understand how to just cheat all this. That's what I'm really doing here. I'm just cheating all this, and as I go, you will notice how easy I'll make it look. And that's just it. This drawing as a whole took me like 20 minutes just to do, because I didn't know where the muscles go. I know how to interconnect the lines to make it look believable. And you can see some of it, somebody can be watching this and they'll be like, that's not the way the human arm. Yeah, that's not. But if it looks believable in a way that you can say, yeah, in a comic book sense, that looks like a human arm. So that's what I was trying to do. I also did another angle of the back of the hand facing the back, but this one is truly like you're actually seeing it from the back side. So I'm just trying to draw it in different angles, so it will be easy for you to like know. If you're drawing now, you know that okay, this is how the arm is supposed to look when drawing from this angle. Again, this is my own style. This is the style I've studied. You may not agree with the style, and you may not want to watch it. I'm not forcing you to watch it. You can do, and that's the thing about art. You can use any style, So now what I'm using here, this my size, you can see is really based off of David Finch, it's based off of Glenn Fabry. So I'm influenced by those people. I'm influenced even Boichi. I started looking into Dr. Store, I started looking into Senko Rock. So like all these artists have influenced me exponentially. So that what I'm doing the same thing I did for that one day. Like as it's going away from the light, that is the other thing. You need to learn how to shadow. I think I'll do a video on shadowing balls, shadowing cubes, shadowing anatomy as a whole. Because I see a lot of people struggle with that. They will do their drawing and then they will now shadow it, and then it will take away from the actual drawing, which is very sad, but it happens a lot. You have to learn how to know where the light source is, when it's coming from upward, and how it will look when it's coming from also upward, when it's coming from below, how it will look from when it's coming from below. So it's for you to know all this. It's not really hard, especially when you know your anatomy. Again, think of all these as shapes. A square now, square looking downward, you're supposed to know how with shadow that the square is going to display. So it's simple as that. Now I'm doing for this is like foreshortening, the hand in a foreshortening angle. So I noticed that even me before, when I could not draw any, I could not understand the form of foreshortening arms. And so I did a lot of studies and it was very easy. And this one was actually the easiest part of the arm I did. It's so easy because you see a lot of comic book artists, they will do this type of hand angle and you'll be like, why does this look so believable? Why does this look so good? That's just it. And again, I'm doing two light sources, one from upward and the other one from the side. So one from upward, which is upward, and the other one from an external light source coming upon the hand. So I just try to do this one to just like refresh. Like if I did like normal shading, everybody already knows how those ones look. And mostly a lot of comic book artists, when they do this, they usually do it from different light sources, like another light source from this side and another light source on that side. So that's what I try to do with this one. And so that's just it. Again, with the shapes, putting in the shapes, just adding in the striations, putting the striations on that side of the arm, putting the striations on the other side of the arm. That way you need to know how to fake this. And again, comics are not believable. Mangas they're not supposed to look believable. You read mangas like Vagabond, you read mangas like Slam Dunk, like My Hero Academia, all these mangas that they have detailed art, but again, the anatomies or the drawings are not supposed to. They're not supposed to they're not supposed to look realistic, but they're supposed to look believable. That's the point of drawing. And so you can see how the thing came together, and now I inputted I just formed everything with just striations and shapes. That's what you need to know when you learn your anatomy, is for you to now be able to form it. And now I'm doing another foreshortening from maybe like when somebody is trying to punch or someone trying to grab something. So you're supposed to know how the arm, like I first started with cubes, like that's a cube. I first started with the tube. And the tube, I now changed it. Like when you see foreshortening now, you will see the bumps. The bumps now, that was the first bump. And then you see another one there. And then the upper side of our arm, this part of our arm will obviously show because of the angle that is coming from. So now when you see, I did this one too. I did another external light there, two light sources. So I just wanted to make it fresh and make you understand that you can actually use this type of thing for the arms. Maybe next time I'll do another videos on foreshortening of arms to just make it easier, because these things are very essential for drawing as a whole. You're supposed to know this, and if you don't know this, it's going to affect you exponentially, especially when you're trying to start your art journey. So right now I'm just trying to make sure the anatomy or the shapes are right, especially with the shadows. That's another thing. Putting the shadows is one, but then making the shadows look so believable with the shape they're already there. So that's what you just need to know, and that's it. Please like and subscribe, and there will be more videos to come.